Okay, so we're about to do the last one, which is lab 6. And so we have 2 hours on the clock. We're going to create an Amazon machine image from a running instance. We'll create a load balancer, we'll launch a template, and then an auto scaling group, and then automatically scale new instances. Then we'll create an Amazon CloudWatch alarm and monitor the performance of our infrastructure. Cool, it's going to be about 30 minutes. It's restricted. Any attempt to have 20 or more concurrently running instances regardless of size will result in immediate deactivation of AWS account and all resources and accounts will be immediately deleted. Okay, so let's not do that. This is where we're going to be starting from. I see. And this is going to be the final state of infrastructure. We'll have the application load balancer, auto scaling group, and we'll have two RDB. Yes, interesting. All right. Hopefully you can do this quickly and then go to bed because it's pretty late all the time. Sure, it's pretty early, 4 a.m. Okay, like 5 a.m. Alright. Come on, come on, come on. Just waiting, just waiting, just waiting. Okay, so we are ready. Check this out a bit. Nope. Alright, so we need to create an EMI for auto scaling. In this task, you create an Amazon machine image from the existing web server one. This will save the contents of the boot disk so that the new instances can be launched with identical content. Alright, so just go to services and search for EC2. Then we'll click on instances. We'll confirm that the instance is running. Yep, both of them are running. And wait until the status checks. So we'll have to check. Okay, for web server 1 is done. Let's just do it one more time. Refresh. Okay. Now you will create an AFI based on this instance. Alright, let's set up. So we'll select web server 1. Next we'll go to action, image and templates, create image name. Oh, create image, okay. Then we'll call the image name web server AMI. We'll call the description lab AMI for web server. Then we'll just create image, leave everything as is. The confirmation banner will display that in the AMI ID for your new AMI. You use this AMI when launching Auto Navigator. Okay. Next, create the load balancer. In this task, you will create the first target group. Then you will create a load balancer. Then load balancer that can balance traffic across multiple EC2 instances and availability zones. In the navigation pane, we'll choose target groups. Where are you? Target groups. Then we'll hold the phone. Analysis. Target groups are target groups define where to send traffic that comes into the load balancer. The application load balancer can send traffic to multiple target groups based upon the URL of the incoming request, such as having requests from mobile apps going to different sets of servers. The web application will only use one target group, so then we'll create a target group. We'll choose the target type instances, yeah. Then target group name, we would call it lab group. We'll select the lab VPC. Okay, then we will choose next. Leave it all the same and choose next. Note, targets are individual instances that will respond to requests from the load balancer, and you do not have any web application instance yet, so you can skip this step. So we just go to create target group. In the left navigation pane, choose load balancers. And at the top, we'll create a load balancer. Several different types of load balancers are displayed. You will be using application load balancer. This one, okay. That operates at the request level layer 7, routing traffic to targets, EC2 instances, containers, IP addresses, and number functions. Alright, so under application load balancer, we will create, and then under the load balancer name, we will enter the name lab ELB. Okay. Then we will scroll down to network mapping. We will choose lab VPC. You will now specify which subnets under the load balancer should use. Which subnets the load balancer should use. The load balancer will be internet facing, so you will select both public subnets. So choose the first displayed availability zone and select public subnet 1. Choose the first displayed availability zone, choose subnet 1. For subnet group, okay. Then select the second availability zone and choose public subnets 2. You should now have two subnets selected, public subnet 1 and public subnet 2. Alright, we have that. Maybe I should increase the size. Okay. In the security groups section, choose the security groups drop down menu and select web security group and deselect this one. Below the drop down menu, choose X next to the default. Okay, so I have to remove the default. The Web Security Group should now be the only one that appears. Okay. Okay. For the listener, HTTP 80 will set the default action to forward to, yep, cloud group. Okay, scroll to the bottom, create load balancer. So just leave everything as is. Create a load balancer. Load balancer successfully created. Now we'll choose view load balancer. I think already there. Load balancer will show a state of provisioning. There is no need to wait until it's ready. Interesting. So we'll just go to load balancers. Refresh. State of provisioning, yep. 2 availability zones. Application, okay. We don't have to wait for it to be ready. So next, we'll go to launch templates. Then we will choose create launch template. The launch template name would be lab config under auto scaling and guidance. So we'll just leave this as it is. And under auto scaling guidance, we will check the box provide guidance to me to help me set up the template that I can use with EC2 auto scaling. In the application and OS images, Amazon machine area, choose my AMIs. Okay, here we are. I'll choose my AMIs. Then the Amazon machine image we will choose. I think it's already here. All right. Instance type. We will use T2 micro. All right. For the key pair, we will choose Bucky. For the firewall security group, where is it? Network settings, firewall security group. We'll choose existing. There it is. And existing, we will choose web security group. Then advanced details. Yep. So let's find it. Let's go down to the detailed cloud monitoring watch. Where is it? There it is. Then we'll select enable. This will allow auto scaling to react quickly to changing utilization. Okay. So we'll just scroll all the way down and then choose launch template. Say success. So we'll view launch templates. In the success dialog, choose lab config. Oops. No, damn it. Okay, let's just refresh this. So we could have just chosen it from the dialog, but we missed. So we'll just come here. From actions, choose create auto scaling group. We'll configure details in step 1. Choose launch template. So we'll just go to, for the auto scaling group name, we'll call it lab auto scaling group. Then we'll launch template will confirm that the launch lab config template is selected. Alright. Then we do nothing else except go to next. Then configure the details in step 2. Choose lab VPC. Availability zones and subnets. Choose private subnet 1 and private subnet 2. So 2 private subnets. Then we'll choose next. And configure the details in step 3. Choose attach to an existing load balancer. There. And then existing load balancer target groups. There it is. Choose lab group. Then additional settings. Choose enable group metrics collection. Okay, I think I remember that one is not here. That one is in the next one. Okay. Enable group collection metrics. We can't find it, so we just go to next. We'll look here one more time. You can see it. We don't. So next. And right here. So enable group within CloudWatch. It's here. So clicked on next. Now we're here. So group size, configure. Desired capacity will do 2. Minimum capacity we will make it 2, and maximum capacity we will make it 6. This will allow autoscaling to automatically add or remove instances, always keeping between 2 and 6 instances running. Under scaling policies, choose target tracking scaling policy. There it is. Then we'll call the scaling policy lab scaling policy. So this will have to go. Okay. Metric type, we'll use average CPU utilization. Perfect. We will use the target value, we'll make it 60. This tells the autoscaling to maintain an average CPU utilization across all instances at 60%. Autoscaling will automatically add or remove capacity as required to keep that metric at or close to the specified target value. It adjusts to fluctuations in the metrics due to a fluctuation pattern. So when we're done here, we'll just scroll down. It's enabled. We'll go to next. Choose configure the details in step 5. Add notifications optional. Autoscaling can send notifications. So we don't need to add it because it's optional. So just go next. Then we'll add tags. Give it a name. Then we'll call it lab instance. Perfect. Then we'll go next. And a review. We'll choose create auto scaling group. Where is it? So I guess we don't touch anything here. It says your auto scaling group will show an instance count of 0, but then the new instances will be launched to reach a desired count of 2. So you can see 0, and where's the refresh? When we start refreshing it, you'll see it's 2 as they desired. Verify that the load balancer is working. In this task, you verify that the application the load balancer is working correctly. The left navigation pane, choose instances. So you come here, you choose instances. Then you see two new instances named lab instances. Where are they? Refresh, zoom out, and you can see the two new ones that we just created in there. If the instances or names are not displayed, wait for 30 seconds, choose refresh in the top right. That's what we just did. And the key. In the left navigation pane, choose target groups. Hold on, it didn't say we should choose anything or select anything. In the left navigation group, choose target group. So we'll just go down right there. Alright, then we'll choose the lab group. Then we'll choose targets tab. Let's raise this up. Two target instances named lab instance should be listed in the target group. Perfect. So they are here, the two of them. And it shows that they are healthy and they are normal. Click onto the status of both of them transition to healthy. Yeah, both of them are healthy. Yeah. And refresh if necessary. Healthy indicates that healthy indicates that the instance has passed the load balancer's health check. This means the load balancer will send traffic to the instance. You can now access the auto scaling group via the balancer. In the navigation pane, we will choose load balancers. Making sure, so let's see, load balancers. Go select lab ELB. Let's refresh that. Okay, in the details pane, there it is. We will copy the DNS name. Where is DNS? There. We'll copy the DNS name. Oh, it should look similar to that. Yeah, we got it. So open a new web browser, paste the DNS name we just copied and enter. The application should appear in the browser. This indicates, okay, so we'll create an incognito browser. We'll paste it and run it. Just continue to site. Perfect. Okay, the application is in case load one access. Let's go to load test. Let me see. Yeah, so you can see the CPU is 100%. So we're going to test auto scaling. So you created an auto scaling group with a minimum of 2 instances and maximum of 6. Currently 2 instances are running because the minimum size is 2 and the group is currently not under any load. You will now increase the load to cause auto scaling to add additional instances. So we return to AWS Management Console without closing the application tab because we return to it. Alright. So in the search box, we will go to services and CloudWatch. There it is. In the navigation pane, we will choose all alarms. 2 alarms will be displayed. There they are. Let me zoom out. So, oh no, not zoom out, stretch it. Maybe this will be fine. Okay. So all alarms, there are 2 alarms. Let's refresh it one more time. One is insufficient data. You can see actions enabled. Okay. For alarms, the 2 alarms created, they will automatically keep the average CPU load close to 60% while also staying within the limitation of having 2 to 6 instances. Please note, please follow these steps only if you do not see the alarms in 60 seconds. Okay, so since we can see our alarms, we don't need to follow this part of the alarm. Okay, so choose the OK alarm, which is this one, which has high alarm in the name. Yeah, there's high alarm in the name. Yeah, so choose that. If no alarm is showing OK, wait a minute, choose refresh top. Yeah. The OK indicates that the alarm has not been triggered. It is the alarm for CPU utilization, which will blah blah blah. So return to the browser tab. So we'll click on, hold up. So we'll choose this one. I'm guessing we'll click on it. Do we? So return to the tab with the web application. We'll go to load test. Oh, that's where we are. This will call the application to generate high loads. So you can see CPU 100% and auto refresh every 5 seconds. The browser page will automatically refresh so that all instances in the auto scaling group will generate load. Do not close this tab. Okay. Return to the CloudWatch, the tab with the CloudWatch console. In less than 5 minutes, the alarm low alarm should change to OK, and the alarm high alarm status should change to in alarm. Okay, we'll go back here, and then you can see they both became OK. And then the one, let's see, in less than 5 minutes, the low alarm, so the one that had alarm low is also OK. First it used to be insufficient data, and now it is OK. And then the one that has high alarm in here will soon change into, hold on, change OK, and the high alarm status should change to in alarm. Is it? Yep. So you can see the high alarm one just changed to in alarm. You can refresh in the top every 60 seconds to update the display. You should see the high alarm chart increasing. Okay, so we can click it. You can see it increasing. Yep. And once it crosses over the 60% line for more than 3 minutes, it will trigger the auto scaling group in additional instance. So wait until the alarm high enters into alarm in alarm state. Okay, so we're already in the alarm state. You can now view the additional instances that were launched. So let's refresh this. You can see it is increasing. Alright, so now you can go to services and then EC2. In the left pane, we'll choose instances, and more than 2 instances labeled lab instances should now be running. The new instances were created by the auto scaling group. So you can see now that if we refresh this, you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 lab instances now. There used to be 2, and now there are 4 of them. Okay. In this task, you would terminate the web server 1. This instance was used to create the AMI used by your auto scaling group, but it's no longer needed. So we'll select web server 1. and ensure it is the only instance that's selected. Yes. Then we will choose instance state, and then we will terminate instance, and then we'll choose terminate. Now we can refresh, shutting down. So wait for it to finish shutting down, then we can submit our work, and now we would be done with the labs. So I'm just roaming in here, just checking stuff. Let's see, instances. Is it done? It's still shutting down. Okay, while it's shutting down, let's go and see CloudWatch. Let's go back to all alarms. Let's see, it's still in high alarm. You can see it's still rising or interesting. Don't editor delete target or wow. That's pretty interesting. I see. Alright, so now we're going back to EC2. Then we will check back on instances and we will see if it has stopped. Okay, so web server 1 has been terminated, and you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lab instances still running, and we're done with lab 6. So we will submit yes and wait for our grades. Well done. Tell us our results. So 35 out of 35, we are done with the labs. So thank you for joining me on the Amazon CCP labs. And so we're done. So let's end our labs here. And let us sign out and close this. And where's our incognito tab? There you are. We can also close this now. We're done. So yeah, we're done. The next one that we will be tackling will be solutions architect. Give me a second. Yeah. The next few labs we will tackle are the solutions architect labs. These ones are quite a few, and they are all in there. So guided lab, challenge lab, guided lab, challenge lab. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing this one. So yeah, all the best guys and future self. See ya.